Hello, this is Richard Jacobs from Speakeasy Marketing. Today I'm going to answer a question I've been getting more and more often lately. Um, Attorneys will tell me, hey, we're in downtown Los Angeles and we want to start getting business up in the San Fernando Valley, 15, 20 miles away. How do we do that? Or attorneys will say, I've been getting calls from one or two cities that are near my area, but I'm not getting any from a few places I want to get to about 10 miles away. What can I do? So this all boils down to your address that's on your website. What Google does, their job is to match up people that search for stuff, whether it's a dentist, a lawyer, a pizzeria, any of that stuff, and match them with the most local, most relevant, best choices. So Google's algorithm, what it does is it searches when someone types in something like, best pizza restaurants in Houston, and it knows where your phone is that's searching, or your computer, laptop, whatever it is, and it'll look and see not only what businesses have strong websites, but which ones literally are physically close to where you are, and it'll show those almost in geographical distance order away from you. Because think about it, if you were hungry for pizza, would you want to go 15 miles away, or would you want to go down the block? Same thing with attorneys. When someone's searching for a bankruptcy lawyer, divorce, estate planning, whatever it is, DUI, they know that people prefer someone that's local to them. And you, as an attorney, know this too. How often do you get clients from 30 miles away, or 50 miles away, or 100 miles away? Not often. They don't want to make that drive. So again, what Google does is it'll look, and based on the address that shows up on your website, it'll show the person your website. And the closer that person is when they're doing the searching, the more likely you're going to come up, the stronger your presence will be. If you think about it, your office location acts as like a gravitational field. And I've seen that it works to about 20 miles radially outwards, really no more than that. So that's going to be the area where you're going to mostly get clients from based on your website. Now, what some people try to do is they'll try to trick Google, and they'll try to have articles on their website that have keywords of city names in them. So again, let's say you're downtown LA and you want San Fernando Valley and you're a DUI lawyer. So I've seen websites that do this. They'll be like, oh, if you're arrested in San Fernando Valley for DUI, you need an experienced San Fernando Valley DUI lawyer to fight your San Fernando Valley DUI. And they stuff articles full of keywords in the hopes that this will get Google to show them for these places. And that was an old school way of doing it that did work somewhat. But nowadays, after Hummingbird, Penguin, and Panda and all this stuff, Google really has upped its game because they got to stay relevant so they don't lose market share. So you can bet that their algorithm is getting stronger, trickier, more complex, and they're fighting the arms race against spammers and against people that stuff articles full of keywords like this. So in summary, it really doesn't work anymore. And trying to trick Google at best is a game that you're not going to win. It may work for a little bit of time, but Google's always, again, crawling websites, looking at them, and eventually one day you'll wake up and you'll lose all your traffic from the places you've been trying to force it to go. So here's a good alternative. You can get a satellite office, depending on your state bar, and I'm not in your state, you got to look it up, but I've seen state bar require stuff like you disclose that it's by appointment only if you get another office location, files not kept at that location, things like that. But there's no reason you can't get a satellite office. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. You got to be able to get mail there, so you can verify your Google Maps listing there. If a client really wants to meet in that area, you got to be willing to do it. It can't just be a sham. If you want to actually get a conference room that you can pay for on demand, that's probably really the best way. But again, you don't even have to go that far. So if you get another address, let's say 15 miles from your current address, put it on your website. Well, now Google will see that after a few weeks, and it'll start showing you more strongly in that area where you got that second address. Now, I wouldn't go way far afield and get another address very far away, because what you're doing is you're diluting your presence in Google. You're you're telling it we're over here, but whoa, we're way over there too. So you're not really going to do nearly as well as if you have two locations that are close to each other. Just like how Starbucks does it. They have one on the street over there, and like a mile away, another one. It helps to have this density. So that's what having a second address on your website will do. Another great thing is that now in Google Maps, also called Google Plus and 10 other things, you can have a second maps listing and a valid one that won't be deleted because you have a second address. And that'll help you show up yet in another way in the search results. So, not expensive to do this. I've seen it available for like $99 a month from places that rent space or a place to get your mail. No, you can't use the UPS store or a FedEx Kinko's or anything like that. That game is well known by Google, and they won't value you if you do that. You need like a real place where you can get mail. Again, you don't have to have a conference room or not, but so anyway, this will do it for you. And then the content on your site, it does not have to be filled with keywords. If you just have natural content on your site, we talked about DUI. Let's talk about divorce. Okay, how does spousal maintenance work in your area? Okay, if you just talk about spousal maintenance, for instance, aka alimony, you don't have to say San Fernando Valley. You don't have to say Los Angeles. You just talk about the topic plainly and interestingly, and Google knows, okay, they're talking about this topic, and this website says it has a location based on this address or these addresses. So I'm still going to match people. It doesn't have to, again, be stuffed with keywords. So I hope this helps answer the question. I've been getting it more and more lately, and I'll be glad to talk to you soon. Take care.